What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and the purpose of this video is to try and establish a game plan for the coming weeks, coming months, and even the coming year of 2025 for the cryptocurrency markets as a whole. It's not going to be a too in-depth video. It's going to be kind of brief, rather simple, right? If that sounds good to you, hit the like button, subscribe, and let's get prepared for what the coming weeks, coming months have to present themselves, okay? None of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I have been in cryptocurrency. I've been investing in the crypto markets since 2015. I bought my first Bitcoins when they were worth like around $260 to $280, right? I've been around for 3 cycles now, okay? I've been doing technical analysis for a little bit over 8 years, and that's kind of my background doing this stuff. I'm not perfect. I'm not a prophet. I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. Been right before. I'll be right again. But the point of this video is not to be making any kind of calls as far as like specific price action goes or anything like that. It's more to be making a call of the general price action, which is that it's generally about to be very bullish, you guys. We're about to see one of the most phenomenal parts of the bull cycle. It's about to start right now. We're kind of in the midst of it right now. We're at like a checkpoint, right? November to December, that was the beginning. That was the ignition of this most phenomenal part of the cycle. Since December, since the beginning of December going into now the beginning of January, we've been in this consolidation phase. It's like a little bit of a pause. And people have been getting discouraged, right? And we can actually see that. I'm gonna take my face away here. We can actually see that on the Crypto Fear and Greed Index, Crypto Fear and Greed right here, right? Looking at this, and I'll tell you guys how crazy this is. It says yesterday was 69. That's not, I was looking at this, maybe it was the day before. It was at a 50-something, right? It actually dropped. It wasn't even in the greed. It was at a 50-something. Maybe not yesterday, but the day before it was at a 50-something. But it went from, it was like a 69 or a 70 the day before down to a 50. It dropped a lot. We hit pretty low readings in the Fear and Greed Index, you guys. And we didn't really do anything too crazy with Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin, all it did, in fact, all it's done was have the most tame pullback that it's had in this whole bull cycle. And I mentioned that in my Bitcoin video that I did yesterday, right? We measured every single pullback from the highs to lows here, highs to lows there, high to low there. Every pullback we've had, they've been around 20%, 22%. This one was over 30%. This 15% is the most tame pullback we've had. And there was one day where we literally dropped from like a 70 read in our Fear and Greed Index to below a 60 read, or it might have even been below a 50 read. I can't remember. I wish I knew. You know what? We can actually figure this out. Right? I don't have to just say it. What was it? There we go. It's at 50. Okay, so it was literally, quite literally at a 50. And the day before it was at 69, right? 70 to 50. That's a humongous drop, man. And all we did in that day, right? All we literally did in that day was we dropped 2.6%, right? So we had a lot of fear, some of the most fear that we've had in a very long time at the base of this range. More fear than we've had at any other points in time at the base of this range, right? Generally, it's whenever the markets are fearful that it's the best times to get in. It's when the markets are euphoric that it's maybe not the best time to get in, right? And we're probably fairly euphoric going into the end of November, going into the beginning of December. But it feels a bit different now. It feels a bit pessimistic. So I'm going to end this video with some closing thoughts here, okay? If this is your first cycle, you're probably going to do it wrong. You're probably going to get things wrong if you just go off of your base instincts, right? If your base instinct is telling you it's not a good time to get in the markets right now, or you're worried or you're scared, there's fear and doubts, you know, that's fine. You're entitled to all those feelings, but just understand if it's your first cycle, you are probably more prey to the psychological games that these markets play. Therefore, your feelings, your emotions, your psychology is that of the opposite of what you should have, if that makes sense, right? So if it's your first cycle and you're feeling worried, these kind of charts, what we're doing in the charts right now, has you worried. That's what the market makers are there to do. That's what the manipulators are there to do. That's what moves like this, these shakeouts are meant to do. They're meant to shake out the weak hands, the paper hands, and then the people who are in it for the long hold, they buy, right? These are liquidity grab events, and that's why you don't see a lot of volume. We can look at it here, man. There's not a lot of volume here, right? There was a lot of volume coming into this move, but there's not a lot of volume here, and that's because nobody, at least nobody smart or nobody with a lot of money, is selling here. Nobody is. They're only buying here, right? So we're about to move higher. This whole video, if I had to surmise it in like one sentence, not just one word, one sentence, it would be get in now before it's too late. Buy the dip, get in now. Not financial advice, but dude, it's we're about to get to that exciting part of the bull market. And if you have any money, any capital sitting on the sidelines, you need to get it in the markets now. It's no longer time to mess around. It's no longer time to play maybe this, maybe that, guessing around, right? I don't know if I want to get in. Maybe I should wait a week or a month. Let's wait until Trump's inaugurated and just see what the price does. Not financial advice. You can do whatever you want. It's totally up to you. Watch you buy right now, and then the price dumps tomorrow, and you blame me, but it's not me who's making the purchase, it's you, right? But all I'm trying to say is it is a great time to get in right now. If you don't get in now, you'll probably miss this next move. And if you wait, like quite literally, if you wait like another week, you might be able to afford to wait another day or 2 or 3. But if you wait another week, you guys, prices around the board are probably going to be dramatically higher than they are now, like 20%, 30% or more higher than they are now, just across the board. So get in now. Don't get out. Keep your money in wherever it is. It's not a get in or get out kind of scenario, but it's either a get in or a stay in kind of scenario. So we're about to move up higher, so I guess I got nothing else for you guys. If you like the video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want more content like this. Thank you all. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.